Hey, coming at you from the XL2S 100-minute Maxell cassette, I am 4-track man. I would anticipate dropouts on this cassette. It's quite old.
Tech Talk.
Hey, it's the 100th also episode of Raw Impressions. And not only that, this could be considered the beginning of Season 3 for Raw Impressions. Congratulations, Lou and Adele.
That's what the calendar says.
100 full-length episodes. Well, there's a lot of wiggle room. You have extra episodes that are also full-length. Whatever. This is a confusing podcast. Freeform, you like to call it. Though this time, it seems you're really going to be focusing on a product. You're focusing on a product that is, to lose words, transformed his life. He's going to tell you all about it in this one. It's the Neo 120 Lux bidet. Lou has installed 2 of them in his own home, and then also 2 in his parents' home.
Me.
You did that? I didn't. Oh.
Mr. Anti-Handyman. Non-handyman. Not so handyman. Lou Barlow.
But you know ass, so.
Yeah, so this is a...
I used to use too much toilet.
No, your ass.
What?
Nothing.
Trying to keep my asshole clean until I got the bidet.
That's my first...
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt that.
That's the demo of the commercial that I made for this wonderful thing that we have in both of our toilets. Now,
we have 2 functioning toilets.
Now, one of my favorite things about going to Japan is the toilets, because they clean your butt. They put there's a little mechanism that puts a spray and it cleans your...
Is that every toilet there?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So like literally
99%.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
just fully integrated into their toilet system.
Yeah.
They
Easy to install bidet.
so you can get...
It literally is, because if you can do it.
So so I just wanted to, when I was in Brazil, the day that I left, we had a really nice lunch. Myself, Noel, our sound engineer, Alish, our tour manager, and Jake, our guitar roadie. We all went out for a really nice lunch before our flight in the neighborhood that we were staying in. We ate this really good.
This is episode number 100. Take it away, Lou and Adele.
Oh, thanks.
I thought we already... Wait, so are we going to start? We're not going to start at 1? Or wait, so we're going to just go 100? What are we doing?
Yeah, we did last time. It's not like we had a special episode number for season 2.
I don't know.
Yeah, don't. It's almost meaningless. It doesn't matter. There are ways to do it that real podcasts do. Oh. Like they start the season and then they do like right now this would be 301.
Right.
That's for other podcasts, because it would be season 3, then episode 01.
Yeah.
But that's not us. That's not the way we roll. We're freeform. We're making it up as we go along.
Yeah, we're coming, we're going, we're whatever.
So I was in Brazil. I'm having this really nice lunch, and the discussion of Brazilian toilets came up. And I've noticed when I was there, there's like a little spray thing, kind of like you find on a kitchen sink, like sort of holstered on the side of the toilets. And I thought that was like some cleaning thing, and maybe it was only in hotels, but then one of my travel mates enlightened me that, oh no, that's actually a bidet. That's what you spray your ass with.
So it's more of like a handheld, you do it yourself.
Do it yourself, and it's like one of those...
Hose, kind of?
Yeah, like a hose. And then I'm like, what the
On the spray setting?
And I'm thinking like, wow, that's... I don't know how that you would do that. Like if you reach... Just the mechanics of that seem difficult to me. To sort of take a kitchen sprayer that you would use, but then to use it on your crotch or your butthole. Can you...
See, I like that better because I don't like the bidet. We've talked about this because I don't want the water coming from the back toward my butthole, because then women or people who have a vagina, they can't have any poop near the vagina because you can get UTIs. You don't want to have any of that. So,
the Japanese toilet,
we wipe from front to back.
They address that with the Japanese toilet.
Exactly. Yeah. And so if you had the little handheld thing, you could like really specifically angle the water away.
I guess what I'm doing, I'm attempting to do with this episode is to advertise this and encourage men to get it.
Yeah.
Because I think, so anyway, so I guess now that you're actually talking about it, I could see that. But still, if you're using a kitchen sprayer on your butthole, that's a lot of collateral splatter.
Well, did you use the sprayer?
Well, no, because we left right after that, so I didn't have an opportunity to do it.
Maybe it's not a wide spray. Maybe it's more of like
the other thing too is if you're doing that and there is collateral, it's actually going back on your hand and possibly back to the sprayer. It just seems sloppy to me.
And then also spreading it all over the toilet.
It seems sloppy. It just seems sloppy.
Like the back of the toilet, maybe the seat, maybe up your back.
Right, and we all agreed that was gross.
Oh.
And then I said, do you know about the Neo 120 Lux bidet to my friends? And they didn't. And I said, this is a
They didn't know, none of them?
None of them knew that you can order this thing on Amazon and
very reasonably priced, by the way.
Yeah.
Was it like $30-$40?
It's like $38.99 was what I saw the last quote. Okay. $38.99.
Yeah.
And it's really easy, and you disattach the water from your toilet tank. You turn off the water, of course.
Okay.
On the toilet. And then you disattach that, and then you sort of install it. It's very easy to install underneath the seat. And then you install it, and then it will, and then there's a little dial there.
Yeah, you get your own like little pad, like on the side. It's like a little like control panel. Yeah, you get your own control panel on the side of the toilet, and
you turn it on.
You can adjust the strength.
Oh yeah, you can really blast yourself, but you don't have to.
You can do a gentle spray. You can actually widen the spray or have it be more centralized.
This is what I was telling my friends. I was telling them about how great this was, and then as I was peeking, as I was like gesticulating and looking at them, and they're kind of looking at me like, oh, he's telling us something that's very important to him. They're looking at me. And then I had the realization that I should really make a commercial for our podcast.
Ding! Beautiful little light bulb goes off.
This is the next commercial because
how do they live without this bidet? How have they, like, this to me feels like everyone during the pandemic should have had that light bulb moment where they're like, oh, we can't.
I think people are just intimidated by it. And
they fear what they don't know.
Noel, for instance, said, well, it's not that hard, but you do have to hook up you have to hook up the hot water and the cold water. And I'm like, no, you don't. That's a whole extra step. And he's, well, warm water would be better. I'm like, well, yeah.
It's not a spa, Noel.
It's not a Japanese toilet. Look,
sure.
it's not because Japanese toilets, you can control the temperature.
Wow.
You can control the angle, for women.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's very...
that's a system, though, that...
They're built into the toilets. I mean, that's part of the toilet.
Well, all I'm going to say is the one in Brazil, I feel like I could experiment in the meantime and probably find a happy medium with having my own wand. But women and wands, we know what to do, okay? But I'm just saying that, for guys, you just want to, sit your ass down, have the little lever pop open, and have it spray your ass. Because
and I kind of I'll do a little wiggle to make sure it hits all the angles.
I'm sure you do. Do a little dance.
You can imagine. I do
little ass dance on there.
There goes left, right, center.
So, can I ask you this? When you use the bidet...
Which I do.
Let's say you take a shit.
Bidaily. Multiple times.
Amazing. Bidaily. Yes. Okay. So when you take a shit, do you go straight bidet, or do you like kind of go, whoa, I need to like check out a little bit with the toilet paper first?
Oh,
or
no,
like,
no.
You just go
Right to the bidet.
right.
No, you don't want to use... The point is...
It's to use less toilet paper.
The point is
right.
to use less toilet paper.
Yeah, and also to clean your ass better.
And I had something that I think could be described as a toilet paper addiction that is followed for much of the
distinctive
life.
sound of the virus slap indicates it's time for our first unsponsored national ad. Raw impressions.
I used to use too much toilet paper, nearly a roll every day, just trying to keep my asshole clean until I got the bidet. And now I'm saving the forest, one log at a time. And I'm saving so much money, honey, only using 2 squares at a time. Just 2 squares at a time. A bidet, it's easy to install bidet. For one and all, for everyone across the USA. A cleaner butthole day.
The Neo 120 Lux Bidet toilet attachment applies a steady, controllable stream of clean water directly to your dirty anus.
Bidet.
Toilet tissue abrades your butthole.
Let's go bidet.
Be prepared for the next pseudo-apocalypse with plenty of potty paper to spare.
A slightly less expensive day.
Even a Lou Barlow can install one.
That's the American way.
The Neo 120 Lux Bidet. Making assholes great again. One butthole at a time.
I really hope and pray
The more people
that you
use...
become a spokesperson for this product and they sponsor. Please, dear God, let them sponsor this podcast and put Lou in their commercials, and he will also do some installations, videos, and you can really use them up.
To that end...
Yes.
I
To
made
your
that-
end.
To that end, and the rear end, I made that commercial exactly 1 minute long.
I love it. It's ready. It's ready for TV.
Yeah, it's ready for YouTube
It's
Shorts.
ready for everything.
Yeah.
The Neo 120 Lux Bidet. Sounds fancy, but it's not.
No, it's for every person.
$38.99 from Amazon Prime. You can get it. They'll fucking deliver it before you stop listening to this episode.
It's true.
It'll be on your doorstep. Easy to install. The Neo 120. I'm here to help, Lou. I'm here to tell everyone about your favorite products, too. That's how it's going. Episode 100, Season 3, continuing with shameless commercialism. Congratulations, Lou. You sold your fucking soul.
No money was exchanged.
Yeah, we've received zero money so
Let's
far.
make it absolutely
No.
clear that you are not being compensated in any way.
Not yet.
No.
Come on, Neo Lux Bidet.
This is actually my way to...
$38.99.
Yeah. This... 4-Track Man is on my side for Season 3.
This is
He's he's kind of busting my balls a
maybe
little bit.
season 3. We just really pound it. It's like a resume out there. We're just putting our resume out there.
I started to listen to other podcasts recently.
Yeah, you have been branching out.
And almost all of them are some form of advertisement.
Yes.
It's either someone...
shameless. We need to be more shameless.
Someone talking about the book they just wrote, which could be fascinating. I mean, no shade on that.
Oh.
It could be a health product that maybe really helps people.
Sure.
You know, like living a plant-based life, something like that. I'm not really there yet. But hey, I like hearing about it. So it's all forms of commercials. It's like people kind of like, so yeah, maybe that's it. That's just what we're going to do season 3. This is the one, because here's the thing, you know, I was going to make a 100th episode that was a real celebration of the podcast where I brought back like old bits that we did. And we decided, we crowdsourced. We said, hey, listeners, what were your favorite parts? And we got 2 responses. One was not really a response. It didn't really suggest anything. And then the other one suggested something that actually did make some nice suggestions, but that was only one. And then what they wanted to hear again, I didn't remember what episode it was on.
Oh, I thought there was one that had a lot of nice suggestions on the Substack.
They did. We did.
She listed very specific things,
but that was one response.
Well, I want her to know she matters.
She does matter. She does matter. But
Thank
unfortunately,
you for that thoughtful response.
It wasn't quite. I have to say, I was sort of expecting.
It was hard on the ego.
It was hard on the ego. I was expecting somewhat of a groundswell where people would, like a lot of people would be telling me all of their favorite things, and I'd have to be like, hey, hold on. I know I put a lot of quality stuff out there, and thank you so much for your responses. But then, and I've had this realization, this has been kind of a theme that I've had recently, is that this is all for me and you. This is for us, This is for me, you, and 4-Track Man. And a couple other people. And thank you, a couple other people.
Yeah.
Man.
We thank you dearly.
I really do.
Thank you for hanging in there and
lot.
listening to our little podcast. It's a little podcast, guys. We have no sponsors, nothing. We're just sitting in our studio.
But one thing, I think in season 3, I want to make it clear that I'm here. I want to make the world a better place.
Okay.
Like
one asshole at a time?
Definitely.
Yeah.
And so this product, the Neo 120 Luxe Bidet,
does just that.
It saves resources. It saves resources. And we're talking about saving a ton of money on toilet paper. A lot.
And also
really.
trees.
And trees, of course.
Oh my gosh.
But
it's better for the environment.
That theme song, that's not an exaggeration. From a young age, you enter the bathroom. I think a lot of us maybe in the 70s or the 60s, 70s, 80s perhaps. The bathroom was like, our parents didn't necessarily tell us what to do. You were just kind of sent into the bathroom to take a crap. And they didn't necessarily, and there could be exceptions, and please, again, crowdsourcing here, if y'all want to let me know. Anybody out there. They may have made a cursory effort.
Is there a sound of a tumbleweed that could float by?
Yes, I can definitely get that going. I don't know if I'm going to do that for this, but I have to leave.
I know, you're going to go. Yeah.
Very soon I'm leaving to the UK. But, within minutes of completing this episode. But anyway, so how I coped with the bathroom experience, I made it my own. And I really wanted to be clean. I really did.
You did not want to have a dirty butthole.
A dirty butthole is an itchy butthole. And I don't want an itchy butthole.
Oh.
I don't want to be digging in my butt. Not even when I was a kid. I didn't want to be doing that.
You didn't want to have any dingleberries hanging off your...
No, I wanted to be clean. So that actually entailed using, so much toilet paper. And
it can use a lot.
And there wasn't anybody there policing me. So, by the time that I was... An adult. And,
You were a full-on abuser of toilet paper.
Yeah, and when I went to Japan, I was just like, okay. Like many other day-to-day things, the Japanese really, they got it down.
Right.
Good food and then good elimination habits with these wonderful toilets that they have. The Toto toilet.
That's so cool.
The toilets are called Toto.
I want a Toto. Do they sell those here in the States? I want the one where the woman splashes from the front, the female version.
I went to one house. I went to a house. I played a wedding reception in Los Angeles.
Okay.
And there was a Toto toilet.
Whose wedding reception?
I don't remember. It was some guy that was in the record industry. And I think he had signed Weezer. Weezer were at this party.
Oh.
Yeah.
At this wedding reception.
At the wedding reception. And I was there to play a couple of songs
Wild.
for the couple. But
Oh.
Weezer was there.
Oh.
And so was a Toto toilet
In the house?
in the bathroom.
Was it a house that
Yeah, it was kind of a house. Yes, it was a house.
Okay.
It seemed like a house / workspace. It was near Chinatown in LA.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, but they had a Toto toilet. Now, I think that might be the only one I've seen domestically. Although, you know what?
What?
They had one in at the Mall of America at that sushi place we went to.
Yes.
But
That
it
was
didn't-
awesome with the robots.
Yeah, with the shitty robots that
Yeah.
the employees hated. The employees were very frustrated with those
Well,
robots.
it sold us on going there.
It did.
Yeah.
It did sell us on going there.
I didn't mind the robot, but I didn't have to work with it.
Yeah, the people that were working with the robots seemed very frustrated.
This one woman in particular was ready to.
She would just shut the robot off
She
when
was
she
ready
walked
to
by.
dismantle it. She was practically beating it.
Yeah, she would put it on pause when she walked by, and it would stay on pause. It would just stop because it would. This is funny.
It's
Anyway,
supposed to deliver our drinks.
yeah, it's this like moving tray that delivers drinks to you. But they did have one there, but it didn't work.
Oh,
So I've seen two domestically.
okay.
But yeah, man, if I had money,
Yeah.
money,
Yeah.
Toto,
God, I wonder how much one of those toilets go for.
I would say at least 1,000, at least. But you know what? You don't need to have a Toto.
As long as you have the Neolux bidet.
If you have the Neolux bidet, although like you said,
I mean,
you have
yeah,
reservations.
I
As a very clean person, you do have reservations.
yeah, because here's the thing: is you can still use baby wipes for if you're a lady and you're worried about the poop going near the vagina, which you do not want to happen. You can.
Baby wipes, even the organic ones, even the ones with packaging that tell you how good they are for the environment and
no.
congratulate the
No,
kind of
they're
wipe,
not. I
the
know.
wipes that congratulate you for buying them. Like you made the right choice.
Yeah.
You know, you're the best.
Well, then maybe we need to just save up for that Toto.
Oh yeah. No, I'm down.
2025, guys.
We're going to need a plumber for that. That cannot be self-installed.
No, we definitely will need a plumber for that.
Well, I encourage any men, you know, where the spray is not going to get directly on your very sensitive and UTI. You're not going to want to.
No, it's just if you get
I
some
totally
poo
understand.
splatting on your nutsack, you can still just wipe the. I mean, that's my thing though. Are you checking your nutsack though to make sure that that's not ending up with poo flecks?
Well, with my 2 squares of toilet paper that I actually fold. I'll demonstrate this on the YouTube video.
Okay.
But I fold them, and then I do a real wipe around that whole area.
The whole kind
to
of
make
perimeter.
to make damn sure that there's not. No, I like to be clean.
Oh, I know. He's clean, guys. Yep.
I'm clean. There's often a mess. I often make a mess getting clean, and this is the point. Is that when I did use an extraordinary amount of toilet paper, I made a big mess.
Yeah.
Because the other thing is, this is gross, and I apologize for what I'm about to say.
Okay.
Now, one thing that I did do with the toilet paper, and I started as a young kid, is I would wet the toilet paper in the sink.
Well, that makes sense. That's what I tell
Before I
Izzy
did it.
what to do if she's in public and she has a sloppy dump, or she knows she's going to have like maybe a poop. I'm like, get some stuff wet before you go into your stall, like toilet paper or paper towel.
Here's what can happen with that.
What?
That the toilet paper can sort of disintegrate with
Well,
the water.
Of course.
And then you can like shed
Of course.
these little worms.
It's not ideal, honey.
Little worms of shitty toilet paper that fall to the floor and gather
Ew.
around the toilet.
That's disgusting,
which
actually.
is
Please
exactly. So you might have a clean butthole, but what you've left is regrettable.
Stop. Ew.
Now, my late friend Mark Harris. One of my memories of him, I have so many memories of this guy. There's I had devoted a
Please
whole
tell
episode.
me he didn't leave those shards everywhere.
I went into the bathroom after him and I found his shards.
No.
I did. And once I took a shower after him, and
He's mad at you right now.
Once I took a shower after him, and he left. He it placed pubic hairs on the wall.
What?
This guy,
How
Mark
is that
Harris.
Possible?
I'm gonna put a link for.
You're really going for it with his death here. You're like you're.
It's been over a year and a half now.
Fair game, huh? Wow.
Well, just so anybody who's curious about Mark Harris.
Pubic hair ended up on the wall
of the shower.
How did it get there?
I kind of thought it was a prank that he was playing on me.
Ew.
But gross.
Yeah, that's gross.
And then I didn't really follow up on it. If anybody wants to know more about my friend Mark Harris, I
guess you could link to those old episodes.
I think I dedicated 2 or 3 episodes to him because he used to send
5, 6. I don't know.
He sent me a cassette tape of prank phone calls when we were like 13, 14 years old, or maybe older than that, but when we were teenagers. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I saw Mark's little things, and then after that actually changed me. And then I was like, oh, because then I would really look. After doing that myself, I would really go looking. I want to describe those things. They're almost like little worms.
It's almost like a joint.
All right.
A tiny, tightly rolled joint.
Hello.
Assweed.
Congratulations on a total commercial. I guess that's the direction now. You're just going to be hawking products.
Totally. Shamelessly.
You're selling your soul, Lou, but that's fine.
I wish.
I know. We're ready. Any day now.
I want my Toto toilet.
You're playing, in the next month, you're playing with your band, The Full Complosion, which you're leaving on tour with.
Here, see, we're shameless. This is great.
You're going to get home, you've got one day, and then you're playing with Dinosaur Jr., with 3 shows in California, and you're coming home, and shortly after that, you're going to be playing a show with Sabado in Seattle. That is fucking crazy.
It is.
Literally is.
All 3 of your bands playing in a month. Totally unprecedented.
Totally.
Congratulations on that.
Hey, thanks.
Alrighty.
I like season 3, 4-track man.
He's nicer to you.
Yeah.
Congratulating you, helping shamelessly promote you.
Yeah. But it's true. I have all 3 of my main bands. There really is nothing else. I mean, I could play.
Has this ever happened in the history of your career?
Never. Full Complosion, Dinosaur Jr., and Sabado in a month.
I know, it's
in an actual
so
calendar,
weird, so
like
wild.
Bam.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's sort of a combination of the mid-November to mid-December,
but it's within 30 days.
Yes, that's. Anyway.
Yeah.
I'm serious, everybody. Look into this Neo 120 Luxe bidet. It doesn't even have to be the Luxe version. There's just a regular bidet version. I'm not exactly sure.
I don't know. I think they're just called Luxe bidet.
I don't know. I thought that was like the special one.
Is it? I don't. Okay. Well,
but
check it out, guys.
And guys in particular.
Guys.
Maybe, maybe not women. Maybe you don't want to deal with the splatter aspect or don't want to deal with...
well, women know how to take care of their buttholes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a way to make the Luxe bidet work for a lady. A woman.
I mean, I use it. I just have to be very careful.
Oh, you do use it?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I thought you just weren't using it at all.
Just straight wipes. Mm-hmm. I do a combination. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a delicate touch. I have to really make sure it's all very, again, also clean and tidy.
I don't think I've ever shared my nickname for you.
What?
When we first started to live together, a delicate.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
A delicate, that's me. I like to keep my ass just as clean as yours.
Raw impressions.
Raw impressions.